Steve here, ShenRC, and today I got the SG1203 Ripsaw style tank, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook these 1060 quick run ESCs. These are clone versions, you could get them cheaper, I'll link them below. And I want to try this thing on the 3S, so I'm going to hook these up so I could run 3S. And here's how you do it real quick, because I have another video showing, so I'm just going to show this real quick. You got your receiver here, and you plug your ESCs in, both of them, channel 1, channel 2. This is channel 1, so you take out one of the red plugs so you don't burn any of your electronics out. And then this one with the plug out I used in channel 1, so this one's going to go for the steering motor in this tank. And this one's going to go for the big 380 motor that drives the whole gearbox. And what you do is you connect these together like this, plus the plus, minus the minus, and then you solder one plug for the power of your battery into both ESCs. So I'm going to get that ready and hook it in. First, you want to unscrew your tank here and take it apart. You got 8 screws on the bottom. Alright, there it is. The screws are out. Now the lid comes right off. And there's a little plug here for the LED lights. Right here. Gotta pull that out. This one's already modified a little bit. I put a fan in there, so I'm just going to take everything out and I'll install all this stuff and I'll show you when it's finished. Alrighty, I ripped the electronics out. These are the stock ones with the fan I put in. So I'm going to install this other stuff here and I'll show you inside the tank. Alright guys, since we're going to run this on 3S and the steering motor is really small, it's only a 150 size motor, I'm going to put some of these diodes in line with the battery lead so it drops the voltage a little bit to the ESC, so it puts out less voltage to this motor. I only used 4 of these. These are IN5401 diodes. It should drop it a hair lower, and we'll see how that works. Alright guys, here's how I wired them up. This is going to be the one to the battery pack. Both ESCs are joined together. I did it like that and spliced it in, and then I spliced it in here with the diodes, and the diodes come from this one from the battery with the silver ring always forward facing the other ESC, or anything you want to drop the voltage from. The ring always faces towards whatever you're dropping the voltage on, what you want. So I have it running with 4 like that, and that should lower the voltage to this ESC and give less voltage to this motor. So I'm going to hook it up and try it out now. Alright guys, I have the 3S lipo hooked up to the ESCs. If I put this negative side to the voltmeter on, the negative the battery, and then I'll put it on the positive, that's the voltage of the pack, 12.28 volts. Now I'm going to measure how much voltage drops from these diodes. So I'll have to put that on this end. 9.4443 volts. That's like almost 3 volts. So that's better than having full voltage to that little motor, so I'm going to use it like that. I put some heat shrink over this, but I'm going to go over the bare wires with this silicone self-fusing tape. It's really good. It sticks to itself. You see this wire here? I'm going to go around it. Just like this. You hold it together for a second, it just fuses. and you could wrap it. Now it's coated with a silicone. You hold it for a second so it fuses. That way it can't short out to nothing. Probably don't even have to do this one here, but I'll do it anyway. I just wanted to show you that stuff, guys. There it is, guys. It's complete. I stuffed the 2 ESCs in there. I put the receiver up in the front over here. So let's give it a whirl real quick. I didn't even try it yet. I have it hooked up to this Fly Sky radio here. And this is the 3S right here. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna put it in like this really quick. I didn't adjust nothing at all. I don't even know if it's working, if the switches are on, so let's see. Alright, we got steering. Let's see if we have forward and reverse. No forward, I had the ESC off. Forward, reverse, steering. Looks like it's working. I'm going to put it together and I'm going to give it a little try outside and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I'm going to try this here. I noticed these ESCs has the forward and reverse mode, but they also have the brake, so it kind of tips up. So if you could find an ESC without a brake that goes forward and reverse like them other ones I used in my orange tank in my other video, that'll work better, but I don't know if you could find any higher than 20 amps for 3S also. But I'm going to give it a run anyway and see what it does. They do work though, the ESCs. See how it tips up? And see how fast she goes. So that's 3S. I'm gonna try putting the throttle trim up a little bit. Maybe it'll let it roll off throttle. I'm gonna leave it like that. See, now it's not. See, it don't stop like an abrupt stop. So I guess you can use these ESCs. It's got a lot of power. It's actually bottoming out at the back, watch. So there it is on 3S. I'm gonna try it somewhere else. Alright guys, I'm here with the Ripsaw tank. I got the GPS meter on there. We're gonna see how fast it is. I believe the stock one was like 5.4 miles an hour. And another thing to note with these ESCs, you have to set your throttle trim to 0 every time before you set them plus on the plus side for these ESCs not to stop abruptly, because it auto senses and recalibrates every time. So if you ever use these ESCs, put your throttle trim back to 0, turn it on, then turn up your throttle trim a bit, like I'm doing right now, and then I'm gonna back off. Alright, let's see how fast she goes. See what we got. We got 7.4 miles an hour. So the stock one is 5.4. So you get like 2 miles an hour, but to be honest with you guys, I don't know, I think 2S is good enough for this thing. 3S is kind of crazy. I'm gonna probably convert mine back to 2S and use them original ESCs I used in my eSheen orange version. If you've seen that video, they work pretty nice because they don't have any drag brake also, so it's really good. Anyhow, that's it for this. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you like this modifications I did, and if you do, please leave me a comment and a thumbs up. Hit that bell for future videos, and I'll see you next time.